now when you ride and they do something good, you can reach back and they go, oh, that feels so good. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you did a good job. Okay, so now that you, that's why I teach this. It's not just because, it's like I want you to be able to feel them spots to where you can make a connection with them after they've done it. All right, so there's a little homework for you so we can just move on, right? So, and again, don't forget to rub right down to the hocks, right down to the ankles, you know, little things like that. Get them ready for the horseshoers type deal. And it's a little thing. You work them 5 days a week like Maria's horse. What I would do is when I did the sideways game, because it wasn't the greatest horse in the world, because I trimmed its back feet. She said, oh, this horse is hugely nice with its hind feet. What'd you do? And I just did that every day. After the sideways game, I'd rub them down there. Rather, see how you guys never bent down at all when you were rubbing on stuff, right? All right, so remember that when you go home. Do a little homework with that. Next time you come back, show me that you can do a little bit better job. All right, second game, steady pressure. All right, so hang on to this. So steady pressure is the 4 phases in the steady pressure game is hair, skin, nope, nothing's happened, flesh, bone, and then back off to the hair when you get something working. So here's a little example here. Rub first, right? And you can use these little nerves right here in their nose, and I'm going to guess that outside foot's going to move first. That one, and this one, and this one, and it's just hair, skin, flesh, hair. And you can use this little stick here to lighten them up. Then when it gets a little bit lighter, rub it to a stop. Okay, so that's the backwards. The forwards could be this spot here. We should probably do a little friendly game with this stick and string first. So just remember that everything has its personal zone. That's a really good way to play this right here. So I don't see, she's already backing up. I don't know her very well, right? But I'm trying to get in her space to visit with her. See, like she's already kind of, she don't know me. So everything has its own personal space, right? So that being said, is that where can this horse accept this stick and string? So off the start, I know for a fact that I better not just fling it up on the back because he's going to throw a fit, right? So I'm just taking a guess that his oh-no space is a little closer or a little farther away. So, and then see me back here, both sides, just kind of stay rhythmic. Rhythmic motion, friendly game, rhythmic motion, right? Back and forth. See how I'm walking backwards, right? And now I'm starting to get a little more in his space. I'm kind of watching his expression. He's like, right? But see, I'm kind of loosening him up here too by walking backwards. And you can kind of now stay rhythm. So don't go like this and stop. Horses teach you to stop doing what they don't like. So if they don't like it, I do more of it, but do it farther away. So do it, he didn't like it, I do it farther out here, right? He can handle that, right? Out there farther. Swap hands, all right? Both get that going. And then, here, let's give you one more. Then from there, I've taught you backwards. Now this is rhythmic pressure with some rhythmic steady pressure up here. So if this isn't working, this is gonna, and all of a sudden that lightened that up. That's why all them circus trainers and stuff have a stick, is it'll lighten their hands up, right? And then I want you to rotate the 4 quarters around. Wasn't much, but that's a start. All right, nose first. That's the direct rein. This is the supporting rein. Wasn't much, but that's a try. Like loading them in your horse trainer. They stick their nose in. Don't go get the rope and go and slam the door. Let them make the choice. He might back up a few times. Okay? There we go. There's the start. If you have to use a little bit of rhythmic pressure as you're using the hair, skin, flesh, bone, go ahead. See, that's why I keep that in that hand right there. It can make Walking backwards. Back your horse up. Some steady pressure. And then steady pressure rotating left and right. Hindquarters around. Okay? Switch hands. See how your horse is. There you go. See how he's, yeah, he's just kind of, yeah, and go backwards. Just keep going backwards. Don't be scared to pull him backwards. Yeah, and keep that rhythm going. There you go. Awesome. Move them 4 quarters around, Jessica. Good. Cassidy. Great job, guys. All right, hindquarters, Jessica. Right up over the saddle horn with your shank. There you go. Turn them pinky under. Under. Yep, under. Yep. Yep. Now push on them hindquarters. Good. Now quit and rub. Okay. Show me without doing your horse, so you know when you see go onto the camera tomorrow on the YouTube. Right. Belly button and up to the horn. So she was pulling it back here on the ground to her belly button on the ground. We try and imitate everything as if we're in the saddle, right? So I'm going to do for an indirect rein up over like that. Here we go again. Step underneath. Good. Good stop. All right. So there we've got 4 quarters, hindquarters. Did you show me your hindquarters, Cassidy? Show me your hindquarters. Pinky under. There you go. Good. Okay, get that better next week. Okay. I don't think it's on camera. Back your horse up. Steady pressure, backing your horse up. Good. Okay, Jessica, back your horse up from right there. Reach up and grab his muzzle and back him up. Hand on the muzzle. Back him up. Yep. Good. Good. So the reason I told you to stand right there and do that, a lot of times when you're moving them horses around, they kind of want to walk off. So I just reach up. After everything I do, we kind of got to figure out what our horses' our tendencies are, and if they're goaholics, after everything they do, you'll notice they'll kind of rock their weight forward. So everything I do, I'll rock their weight back. On a horse that wants to be sleepy, I might lead them forward after everything I do, right? So that's why I said reach up right there when you're done and just go into that next game and back them up and get them off the bridle, okay? That's basically what it's all about, okay? Okay, so there is game number 2, steady pressure. You have operated the horse going backwards. You have operated the 4 quarters around the hindquarters. You have operated the hindquarters around the 4 quarters, all right? That's game number 2. Game number 1 was the friendly game, right? We rubbed our horse, found some spots, right? And then the rhythmic motion, right? We're gonna do one more thing, is this is called rhythmic pressure, all right? Grab this camera. Here comes rhythmic pressure. So I like to, for me, it doesn't matter, but you could do the hindquarters first, right? Indirect rein again, up over the saddle horn, pressure on the brand until you get 2 eyes. Rub 2 eyes. Stick under the shank because their horse is going to try and block me from getting to the hindquarters. Rub. Back here, friendly game. Okay, indirect rein. Remember, I start out with my knuckles up, palm down. Indirect rein, swing, lead, swing. not bad, not bad. All right, one more time, guys, so you guys know when you go to YouTube tomorrow, you'll see this. All right, so the phases are lead, which I lead the shank with an indirect rein, lift the stick, swing the stick, touch him in zone 4 if you need to. The moral of the game is I want 2 eyes without moving my feet. See how far back I am? You guys are going to make the mistake of being right here. They can't give you 2 eyes if you're here. And if you start here and then I tell you to go here, pretty soon after getting whacked on the butt a few times, every time you go to move back to start the game, they're going to give you 2 eyes before you ask them. You have to start out here, looking at where you brand the horse in the hip, zone 4. Attention, something's going to happen. Indirect rein, lead, lift, swing, touch. Feet didn't, oh, there's 2 eyes. Nice, thank you. Okay, which end of the horse do you catch? What was I trying to do when I went into the pen today to catch that horse? Operate his hindquarters, get 2 eyes, right? Hanging out, back here in this little hula hoop, sticks length away, knuckles up, lead, pinky up to my belly button, up in the saddle, lead, lift, swing, shorten up, and I kind of got 2 eyes, friendly motion. See how this kind of the stick and string was doing? So there's a rhythm to it. Boom, 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 until you get a response, right? Here we go. I got to move the 4 quarters around the hindquarters. Ooh. Move back. And take my life down and rub where I knocked them, right? All right, you guys understand what I just did? That moves this foot, this moves that foot. Get the nose going first. Take my life down, that's good. That foot moved, then this foot moved, right? Wants to back up, I move back. And take my life down. Take my life down. Rub where I've been knocking, right? Kind of getting that. One more time. This is where it starts. Sticks length away, and I know that I'm trying to, depending on the horse, if he wants to back up, then I'm a little bit here. If he's wanting to go forward, then I'm a little bit out in front, and it'll change, right? Boom, 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 boom. Try not to stop my feet, just get them moving. There's that back up. And take my life down. Remember I told you in the steady pressure game how I said you don't be scared to back your horse up after every move. Because I'm already kind of looking at this horse kind of a leaner, likes to lean on stuff, right? So I stop, back up just a tick. There you go. Just a little, cause see how he wants to go around, just kind of leak? That's just that same, you're sitting there after you stop and they kind of go, and that'll all go right into that barrel where you're kind of needing them to stop, slow down, and make a nice turn. So you got 4 quarters, hindquarters, and see the other thing was the rhythmic pressure here for a yo-yo game. All right, just bumped him back. See? Good. Okay, Jessica, only thing, okay, folks, I'm going to give Jessica shit here. Verbal cues. Verbal cues come later on in our horsemanship. We want our horses moving through feel, all right? So I want him paying attention to you and what you're doing to ask him to do a certain maneuver. I don't want the verbal cues yet. Someday we'll add them in, right? But see how... I want that horse to watch your body, watch your language, and follow. If your language is meaning speed, which if I'm swinging that stick like, hey, move them frickin' hips, No clucking. I want him to watch my body language, right? Just like I said, when you're coming up that alley, I want to just walk the barrels. I don't want to have to pull on your face to keep you under control and keep you from prancing, which they're going to do. And if you start doing all this stuff right here, you're building a language through feel. And it's a mental feel too. So we'll keep the verbal out for a while, all right? Make sure you're in zone 4. Nice. Rub 2 eyes. Awesome, Jessica. That's perfect. Okay, keep your string in your hand there, sweetie. Because see how useless it is with that strings on the ground? Now you can tap them. Tap them on the brand. Come on. Come on. Don't cluck. There you go. Come on. You're doing good. Great. Now rub 2 eyes with the stick. Because that's kind of your tool that might... Okay? All right, so let me give you a demo here on how this can change. Watch this, Jessica, because this is going to mean something to you guys. You just seen your sister, how she's kind of a little bit, see how this horse is asleep? See the body language that I'm going to create here versus the verbal. All right, watch. Lead, lift, swing, touch. Okay?
Yeah.
You guys want respect? Or do you guys just want... All right? Watch. If you go there a few times, watch the difference. But I got to get back here and see how I'm here and rubbing. If I'm where she is most of the time, because see, here's the thing. In horsemanship, when you get these colts, and you guys don't know if you got colts at home or not, you need to be on a good angle to be able to control it. If you're on a bad angle, right? So if I'm here, and my horse decides to take his head and go the other way, it's probably going to get me because that's not a very good angle. So that's what this zone 4 is about. When I'm, like, I can really torque them here, right? Lead, lift, swing, touch. All right, and rub. Now look at the difference here. I went to phase 4 a few times, but I went through the phases, all right? At. Okay, cock a leg, whistle, hang out, cock a knee. There you go. There you're hanging out now. Good. All right, get your hand on your shanks right, girls. There you go. All right, start your game. Good. There you go. Drop your string now, Cassidy, and whap them on the brand. There you go. Hang in there. Good. There you go. Now you got 2 eyes, right? Rub him with that stick and string. Fling it up over on his back. You know, kind of decent. Smile, whistle, and cock a leg while you're doing that. Good. All right. Both sides. Other side on, girls. I'm going to YouTube tomorrow. So you were kind of here, cross-checking. I think I've seen you girls on Facebook with hockey clothes on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Where you hold your stick when you cross-check. You don't hold it like this, right? And then cross-check, right? So here we are. So here's where this comes in handy for you, Jessica. So you're trying to get back here, right? And they try and look at you, and you're just going to go right into this game. Get back here so you can do this game, right? Oh, he's looking at me. Like, rotate them 4 quarters around. Here we are. Right? That's how you kind of mix that up a little bit because you guys are kind of, oh, come on, quit. Which I get because I didn't quite show you yet. But that's how I balance it, right? And you have to go into this next game right away anyways. Cross check, and you just kind of like, you want to stand there while I cross check you in the face. That's your choice. And then when I get a little bit, then I rub with what I was cross-checking them with. Get the nose going. Great job there, Cassidy. The only thing you were doing, good. Good. Get a little, move that nose, Now quit and let me visit with you a little bit. So remember guys, this is the same as the steady pressure game. The nose goes first and operates that foot, right? You were a little bit behind and he was kind of trying to look back, right? And you were close. Get up there just like you're gonna move, just like I'm not gonna do. Great job, great job. Go Cassidy, don't be scared to bump him, Cassidy. Bump that nose. Good. Now rub that, rub that. Okay, here's the next thing, guys. This is another one, sorry for this. Here we go. All right. 4-letter word that starts with F. That I'm gonna bring into your horsemanship. There's a comma there. F-O-C-U-S. Focus. Cassidy's over there trying to move her horse around. Her focus is down there at the feet, right? Trying to get the feet to move. Where I want you guys to get good, especially in this barrel race, look where you're going, right? So when you watch me move that horse's forequarters around, I'm looking where I want them forequarters to go, right? And then horses get looking at your focus. And I'm telling you this, in dressage and that jumping, them guys ain't looking at their horse's ears. They're looking at the next jump to get to. And them courses that are good, $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 horses, they're looking back at their owner. Where are you looking? I'm following your focus. So if you can't look where you want to go, then how do you expect me to know where to go? That's what the horse is thinking. So get good with your focus. And your focus is your chia, right? So if you're finishing that first barrel, or you're coming around that first barrel, that second's over there, and you get your butt over here like this to get them ribs out of the way, now my focus is going, yeah! They're following that focus. You're looking down at that barrel and going around the first, you're kind of looking down, you kind of pick your head up. That's the kind of focus your horse is going to have. And I'm going to tell you, in my horsemanship, that word focus by my mentors is said, Joe, when are you going to look where you're going? Them ears will still be there tomorrow. Quit looking at your horse's ears. Look where you want to go. And that moves. Think of it when you do that, what it does to your body in a horse's, if you want to be in unison with your horse. When I'm coming around that barrel, see what happens with my focus? Look when I'm looking down. There's nothing happening here. But if look at what it just did to my hips, my chest, okay, my shoulder, right? Your focus will do all the natural work that needs to be done here to tell your horse. If your horse can feel a fly on him, he can feel this stuff here. You do it on a daily basis with good focus, okay? Focus where you're going. Start far enough away to where you're kind of they can see the cross check coming. There you go. That was good, yes, Jessica. Look up, Cassidy. Get that nose going. Come on, bump it. Good, now quit. Very good, now quit. Don't pull them back. Just kind of slow, put cement in your boots and slow your feet down. And rub that nose to a stop. Okay, so you guys go on YouTube tomorrow. You've seen friendly motion, flipping that string up and down, right? You've seen steady pressure. You steadily, hair, skin, flesh, bone, move the forequarters around, move the hindquarters around. Game number 3 now, rhythmic pressure. You've rhythmically moved the hindquarters, right? You've rhythmically moved the forequarters, right? Okay, the next one, yo-yo game. Okay, and then we'll be done. It's real easy. You can do it 2 different ways. You can do it with rhythmic pressure. So again, it's sticks length away, okay? Get good of having the belly of the rope on the ground, right? This will be one you'll screw up. You're going to be sitting here doing this. Okay, it's not that. It starts here because again, we want to do this with a suggestion. Start of it. All right, just let them hang out a little bit. Horseman hands. You gotta have. This is where you're gonna get good with your hands, Cassidy. I've seen you several times sitting there like this. All right, horseman hands. Just think of it as grabbing your reins. You don't reach down there and grab your reins like this. Phase 1. Come on. See my body language? Attention. March. Wasn't much. Getting the concept right. Go. Eyes are blinking, they're thinking. I don't know if they think that if I look off, okay, I'm not in school anymore, I don't have to do it, if that's what it's thinking. Go. You just day by day by day. See, here's the thing, girls. I teach my horses how to learn. That's really what this is all about. It's not about the maneuvers that we're doing. It's about I teach them how to learn. Okay? Teach them how to learn. Well, that's good. Okay, perfect. Now let them hang out. Go to neutral with your body. Really cock a leg. Whistle. Can you whistle? Let me hear you whistle. Come on. There you go. Good job. Okay, now roll them in. Big, long, and don't come out of your hula hoop. Good. You see that hula hoop on the fence over there, girls? So I had these other people come. So if you don't, I'm going to stick this hula hoop on you if you're not careful. Stay in your hula hoop. Come on, put pressure on them hips. There you go, more. Good. Good. Okay, unroll your string, get your stick kind of organized a little better. See how your string's all tangled up? Get that all untangled. Okay? Okay?